Today, we're going to find out just how much Aurora remembers from yesterday. Day one was all about getting her thinking enough to stand still for the farrier and finally get those neglected back feet trimmed. Today, the goal changes. Now we're preparing this mare to carry a rider. But before anyone climbs aboard, she has to understand one simple idea: go forward. Forward is the foundation. A horse that's moving forward can think, a horse that's thinking can learn. Every time Aurora stops, Jeremiah simply adds a little more energy. Not out of anger, not out of punishment, just enough to encourage her feet to move again. She doesn't have to trot, and she doesn't have to lope. She just has to keep moving. Aurora has several magnets around this pen. The horse is outside, her paddock, the gate she walked through. Every one of those places tells her to stop. Jeremiah's job is to convince her that stopping there is actually more work than simply continuing forward. A lot of people look at a horse in a round pen and just think that they should make them run and do circles. Well, there's a lot more to it than that. There's three things that we're trying to teach: direction, speed, and change of direction. None of those matter until the horse can move forward. You can't steer a parked car. Once Aurora is willingly moving her feet, now Jeremiah can begin influencing where those feet go. Eventually, we'd like her to change directions toward the inside of the pen. Today, however, simply changing directions and continuing to move the other way is enough. She's already learned that she can't stop at her friends. She can't choose her own direction. Now she's looking for another answer. The moment she decides to look toward Jeremiah instead of away from him, everything stops. It's almost like watching a light bulb come on. Wait, that's the answer? Jeremiah uses this moment where Aurora has finally decided he's more interesting than everything outside of the round pen to start building draw. Draw is one of those foundational pieces of catching a horse. Before a horse will choose to come to you, they first have to choose to focus on you. As long as Aurora is paying attention to Jeremiah, life is easy. The moment she looks away, he adds a little pressure and asks her feet to move. As soon as she looks back, he backs away. It almost looks backward at first. Most people think you should walk toward a horse to catch it. Jeremiah is doing the opposite. He walks away. We're building on that natural curiosity horses have. By stepping away, he's giving Aurora a reason to follow instead of a reason to leave. It's like a yo yo. She looks away, Jeremiah moves in. She looks back, Jeremiah moves away. Some horses figure this game out almost immediately. Others need a little more help before the light bulb completely comes on. In our experience, younger horses, especially yearlings through about 3 years old, usually catch on to this exercise pretty quickly. Older horses tend to be a little bit more set in their ways. Sometimes they need us to show them the answer a few times before they decide it's their own idea. Aurora is a very busy minded horse, so this exercise may take a few more sessions for her to fully grasp. Right now, Jeremiah considers it a win as long as her attention is focused on him. And the moment that she takes it completely off of him, that's the moment she really has to work hard. When she decides that working hard is not in her best interest, then all the pressure releases. And we're back to the yo yo game. This little moment is a reminder that as trainers, we can become so focused on the task at hand that we can miss the little golden moments that are going to make our life easier in the end. Jeremiah is so focused on keeping her attention during this draw exercise that the moment she reaches toward the saddle blanket, he instinctively raises the flag to send her feet back to work. About a half second later, you can almost see him thinking, well, that was dumb. In that moment, he had unintentionally told Aurora not to investigate the very thing that was going to end up on her back a few minutes later. It's a good reminder that as trainers, we can become so focused on the lesson that we're trying to teach that we'll miss the golden opportunities happening right in front of us.